Hi guys, this is Vanessa Irwin Tarot Goddess, and I am here to do a reading on Messy Maya, who is a comedian, or is going to be a wonderful comedian from New Orleans, known for his purple lavish hair, um, dance, his videos. He was a big bounce person. Bounce is a dance that we do here in Louisiana. It's not just a New Orleans thing. It's Louisiana everywhere. um, so let's get into it. He was killed, leaving his child's mother place. They was having a baby shower, and such a sad case because he was so young, and I think me personally think he died so much jealous, and people told their location and things like that, and people just it's very sad. Right off the back, he's telling me um, threats. He had some type of threat. He kind of knew something was going to happen to him, and I hear his voice now. Um, Very distinctive. Um, can't wait to talk. Loves to talk. Talk. Purple. Let's see purple for some reason. That's his favorite color. Okay. Alright, let's jump into it, guys. And ancestors, please guide me to Messy Maya energy. Ooh, my car flew out. I wish I could just camera. I can see what be going on. um, so yeah, Messy Maya, wonderful soul. All right, one, two. What type of person was Messy Maya? This card wants to come out. Love attention was very he was a mind changer. He likes to observe people, watch people. He loved to watch people. Oh my goodness. Um just people gave him material. Um yes, he was starting to grow as a person, and as he's trying to make a career. He actually would have started a new trend, and I think he kind of had, but I don't think people knows. I think other people picked it up, but he was starting a new trend of social media type stuff. He was the trunk of that, and as you can see, it grew. I used to see more people, comedians and stuff online, doing their comedy skits and stuff instead of waiting to do stuff, travel and things like that. He was gonna do that, but I think he was mainly one of the ones who kind of did the stuff online without being booked or anything like that. So now you see people like, oh, what the name is? Oh, you just see a lot of comedians now doing it. He was also, he does his own thing. He was not a follower. He was not a follower at all. He did his own thing, led his own way. People around him were, um, wasn't that trusting of people. But people around him were very two-faced. I guess you could say that. He didn't like that. He would call you out on it if he felt that way too, or he just wouldn't be around you. He didn't like that at all. He's a dreamer. I don't think I don't think it's almost like the same energy as X, but he was like a one of a kind. I don't think he'll come back on Earth. I don't think he'll come back on Earth, like as a reincarnation. He definitely loved himself. Give you his last. Very giving person. A lot of conflict within though. I feel like sometimes he like suffered from some type of depression. Um, being accepted, and he was just starting to love that about himself because he saw how people loved him just for him being who he is. So yes, that's him in a nutshell. Mhm. If you have never, this is a rhetorical question, and I don't like asking questions like this because I always think God has a way of doing things. So I'm going to ask the question anyway. If he would have never died, what would he have been doing now? Um, I would say probably doing skits, the comedy that you see they do on Facebook or Instagram. I can see him having a lot of followers. So yeah. He would have had more kids. I know that. Definitely had more children. Something causes him to worry. So a worrying person. I wonder what his sign is. I'm getting like there's a side of him that you guys probably don't know. He's a worrier. He worries about what people say about him, things like that. And believe it or not, I think he was a roaster. They probably call it clout chasing these days, but they always worried about what people think about them. Deep down inside, he did. He did. Um, Very clever person. He can think right off the top of his head. He would have showed others um, how to get where he's at. He's not afraid to help people. He's very protective. And friends that he had around him. Um, as you can see, this is why I do not like to ask this question. Again, even if he did live a little longer, he wouldn't have lasted long on Earth. If this is what's supposed to have happened. Um, Sad situation, but it just would not have happened. This card just came out of nowhere, just hey. But in that part right there, because let me know it ended. Um, what does he think about the comedians they have out now? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. He said they have. He said he wants them to break the boundaries a little more. They're very. It's like repetitive. They're not original. Um, so just kind of be like out there a little more. And how he was. They have a lot of comedians have issues. Um, he's saying with, like with drugs and stuff, or some type of I won't say an addiction, but he's saying for some of them to watch after that. Some type of addiction. Overall, he likes what they have out now. He has saying that comedians are very smart people that could turn a sad, bad, or mad situation into a good thing. So they're very smart people. You don't want people thinking they're all silly, because comedians came up a long way, really, trying to appease people. Um, yeah. Make sure they remember what their priorities are. Okay. Joking and having fun and juggling stuff around is very hard. So just make sure you guys know your priorities. Because in a few years, and this is just me talking, comedy is going to take another turn. It's going to be a lot different than what it is now. He's seen a lot more comedians not only doing stand-up, but they're doing collabs. He would have collaborated with a lot of them that they have out, and some musicians. He would have loved that. Just trying to show you guys this picture a lot clearer. Not sure why it's so blurry. He would have went into acting. I'm seeing acting in it. That would have been in his future. He would have loved to do that. How is he doing right now on the other side? So I feel like the pressure just released off of him. What is he doing on the other side? Okay. It's more freedom on that side. He's saying he's okay. He's okay. Before I'm refer for that question, yeah, letting me know he's there. He guide others. Yeah, so he's okay over there. What did he felt on his last day here? What was he feeling? How did he feel that day? I feel like he was warned and he just didn't listen, or he just didn't think. Again, the young energy. So let's see. Yeah. He said he feel like he manifested his own problems. Let's just say that. He said his saying his mouth got him into a lot of trouble as usual. It was very powerful and people couldn't take it. But he said he felt like he manifested something. Again, people being two-faced. Very observant. He's still watching people. Again, he knew something would happen. Prophetizing. Dreaming. He had a dream before he died. And again, it's the death card. Doesn't necessarily mean that of his death, but a rebirth, a renewal was going to happen. He was going to change. He was going to go somewhere different, do something different, start his career off because he was getting bigger. And in his mind, he was getting bigger. And he felt like, I need to move from here quick. And he was going to, didn't get a chance to. And he was going to be somewhere new. So that's what that card means. Yeah, he was successful. In his mind, his right, he felt like he was successful. He had to go. And he still feels that way. um, very beautiful soul. Very taken so young. Um, so many people he thought that were friends when he died turned out to be just, ugh. He didn't like them after his death. Any last message you would like to give family, Messy Maya, or that you would like to tell people who still remember you? Because your video still plays. He's very thankful. Very thankful. He's a very patient person too. Always do what you're passionate about. That's the devil card, but always, and it feels like an addiction. Always go for what you love. You want to do it. If you like doing it, and help other people if you see them struggling with it. Be adventurous. Go out. Travel. For some reason, I can see him in Texas. Atlanta wasn't big of a thing then. Coming but I feel like I seen him like going to Texas. Again, this card always come out with him. Be a big dreamer. Never fall short. And I'll finish that up with Messy Maya. I want to thank you guys for coming again. Please like and subscribe, and have a good night.